All right, Kenman here, and today we have a very special unboxing, except I forgot the beef of this video. Oh, wait. Here it is right here, the Flytanium beef, a new one for the collection. Actually got this one in a trade from Kodiak Edge. Check out Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing. Got a nice little YouTube channel. Does a lot of customizations and stuff as well, like I do. And we traded a custom for a custom. Here it is, the Flytanium beef. We'll get into it, check it out, and talk about the customization as well. First beef on the channel, slate blue. Prime Cuts exceptional service. I do have a couple things from Flytanium, though. Great little company. Let's get this slightly used and modified beef out. Box to the side. It also did come, he sent it with a second blade. So I have two blades on this thing. Let's get out the other one. And you can see the customization that Kodiak Edge did. He made it into more of a clip point. These blades were the same shape. So you can see where he removed that section. Just a fun little custom look. This blade does look cool as it is. Also looks nice with that clip. Nice little finish on there. Did a little contour on the edge as well. Nice little clean design addition from Kodiak Edge. All right, let's break this down. So I do have a secondary blade. These blades are both D2. One PVD coated and then the other one. I actually prefer this one anyway. Plus that clip point does look cool. It's not too much of a clip. You can still get in there and do some good work. All right, break this thing down. G10 blue, kind of blue-gray. Got the titanium, Flytanium thumb stud, nice wide thumb stud. And this is a crossbar lock, so that crossbar drops it down, no problem. Flick out. Crossbar action, thumb stud. That take a little bit of getting used to. Clip can be swapped to the other side. So I'm a lefty, so that'll be the first thing I'll do is I'll swap this clip over to this side here. When you have a crossbar lock, I tend to kind of use my fingers to kind of hold on to the clip. Makes it a little bit easier when you're kind of holding the knife. And so right now I don't have that to hold on to. I can still do it just fine. But once I get that flipped over, it'll be a little bit more comfortable, a little easier for my use. I really like this ramped up section on the blade right here with the jimps. Kind of popped up little harpoon section. My thumb rests in there really well. No real choke up spot. There is a sharpening choil here that you can kind of get into if you need to get in for a little tight work, and that's not really biting against me at all. I kind of get my index finger on there. But the handle is large. This is a bigger piece of beef right here that I can grip on this quite wide, loosen up that grip with my large hand and still have plenty of extra handle at the end there. I really like the way that thumb spot sits. Index finger for me, I have a big hand, so mine gets way out on that point, which is really nice for doing those kind of draw type cuts. It does have some belly on there, so you could get some skinning action going on there. So Kodiak Edge, I like what you did here to the edge. Nice little addition. What do we think about it? I dig it. I like the shape of this blade. You would never really notice if I just said that was how it was out of the box. You never seen one before. You wouldn't probably even be none the wiser. So that crossbar seems to work pretty good. Swings out easy. When I pull down, it just swings free. Come on, click out. Close. Solid. That's a nice crossbar. It is wide. You can see that in there. You can see right through it. You could almost drive a truck through it. Almost as big as this lanyard hole. That thing is enormous. Drive that bus right on through there. So it looks like there's a captive pivot on there. Blade is centered nicely. So no real detent because you have a crossbar lock. So you're getting the strength of the crossbar. If you look and I push this blade, it's kind of getting pressure against it and it's not really moving. But then it pulls in right there at the end. So you can see It's got a pretty strong pull. You can see it sliding over as I lift up, but you can lift it up to about there and it still yanks that in pretty good. Can I torque it? Ugh. Not really. That's actually a pretty good detent feel for this crossbar, the way they've got that spring. That's a pretty strong spring. I'm not sure if you can adjust that or not, but I like it exactly as is. I know Flytanium has a few aftermarket parts, some scales, thumb studs. They will be making more. It says stay tuned on the website for some more aftermarket stuff coming soon. So maybe some back spacers, different scales, clip maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to check that out. This is a fun little knife. I do have a few other Flytaniums that we can kind of grab a couple here when we do the comparison. All right, what am I missing? Crossbar lock is a tough pull, which I'm noticing. So when you're pulling it down, you have to let go. And it's definitely more of a deliberate let go because of that strength behind that. I'm not having any issues with it though. It's just getting used to the knife. I really am getting used to that feel right there. I like a bigger knife personally. Clip is a little wide. Not sure what to think about that, but I don't mind it. It looks like it'll be okay for now, but it seems a little bit bulky, but it is a larger knife. Backspacer, kind of blah. Hopefully they'll come up with some cool backspacers, titanium backspacer or something we can accent off of the thumb studs. I'm sure they'll do that. I did get one on my other one. We'll look at that here in a bit. And yes, okay. Sure, let's measure this thing, huh? All right, big old slab of beef here is a solid 8-inch all the way across. We're looking at a 3 3/8 blade straight to the middle, maybe 3.5 when you're going at an angle, and 3 3/8 on the cutting surface with a slightest curve on the belly. It doesn't look like, oops, careful. Yeah, he did not remove any of the tip. It kind of looks like all he did was get rid of that swedge and kind of turn it more into a natural little clip. Other than that, it looks exactly the same. It's kind of nice that you got the two blades, so I can swap that out if I ever had a problem or whatever. Or if you just want a little different look. That would go, the black blade goes a little bit more with that black backspacer. I'm not really a big fan of black and blue or dark blue personally. So a little more than 4.5, just about 4.5 on the handle length there. Okay, who's got a beef? What do we think about it? Excited to get some custom parts for it. I hope they come up with some cool stuff. I'd be interested. 0.13, 0.13. The 1.3 carries all the way out to there, and then you've got the grind finish and that nice Kodiak Edge custom clip point right there. I like that shape. That's fun. 0.53 on the handle. Looks like it's pretty straight this way. 1 on the thinner part and 1.15 on that thicker spot. And it probably goes back to 1 here. And then kind of 109 on the end. Thickest on the blade, 1.16. And we have a flashing battery that does not want to give up, but it continues. All right. 4.41 ounces. Hefty beef. The Drop Bear Compare, brought to you by Kaiser. 3.29 on the Drop Bear, so it's definitely a lot lighter. This beef is huge. 4.4. I have my Flytanium Arcade, 3.57. So, yeah, the beef takes it. 4.4. That's a beefy taco right there, tell you what. All right, the Drop Bear Compare, brought to you by Kaiser. Drop Bear is a great, not quite full-size daily user, same size as your Bug Out, your Pyrite. Really good user size. Definitely smaller than the beef. You've got about 1/4 to 1/2 inch smaller on the handle, about 1/2 inch shorter on the blade. Definitely a smaller profile. Same kind of crossbar type action. The drop bear is definitely a lighter, slimmer little user though. If you want something with a lot of jimps on it that just gets the job done, check out that drop bear. Here is the Flytanium arcade. Ooh, I almost like these bigger studs. So the arcade has some come off with little customizable options. I picked up this Mohawk backspacer on there. So we got the titanium. Look at that lock. Works great. Breaking in very nicely. Then the titanium backspacer that kind of mimics off of the jimps up there. A lot of customization stuff you can do with this. I actually have already picked up another thumb stud. I wonder if it looks like kind of like the thumb stud that's on this beef. Let's take it out. It's still smaller. The beef thumb stud is huge, but it's kind of the similar style. If you look at the difference on the two, a little bit more squared. This is more rounded off, so it's not quite as big. So I got a bigger one. This is titanium. I can anodize that to make a cool color and then anodize that backspacer for some fun customizations. That's what's really cool about the Flytanium. They do make a lot of parts and stuff that you can interchange and do some stuff with. Arcade is just a little bit shorter, smaller than the beef. We're talking maybe an 1/8 on the front, 1/8 on the back, but actually pretty similar in size. Really fun knife though. Arcade, Flytanium, check them out. Good stuff. A lot of options on that arcade. Okay, I have a beef. Hopefully they'll have some cool options coming out for this pretty soon as well. I got to get that clip swap to the other side and kind of mess around with this, enjoy it for a little while. I dig it. This is a cool looking knife, nice and large. Thanks again to Kodiak Edge. Go ahead and check him out. Give him a sub if you're interested. He does some customizations as well. We made a fun little trade. I'm getting that shipped off to him now, and I'm going to enjoy this one. And yeah, good stuff. Flytanium beef. Where's the beef? It's right here. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.